Well, Steve, as if the Blue Jays didn't have enough troubles this offseason, they woke up to a bit of a bombshell this morning with word that Rogers may be considering selling them. I guess profits aren't high enough in the cable business. 26% profits doesn't quite cut it for them. You've been a vocal critic of Rogers' involvement with the Jays over the decades, really. What do you make of this, and do you think ultimately it would be a good move for the ball club if Rogers did sell it?
I'm all for it because I do think Rogers, while a company with deep pockets, they've been sort of an absentee owner almost. You know, they've sort of run this team like a corporation, which is, to me, the wrong thing to do in a league, the only major league in North America that doesn't have a salary cap. When you're playing in the American League East, it's one thing saying, oh, you know, we're going to have a good farm system and build that way. But when you're competing against teams like the Yankees and the Red Sox, who have great farm systems and go out and get free agents all the time, to me, you have to be a team that's willing to spend the money. And frankly, somehow they've got Blue Jays Nation completely conned over the years. That's what's gotten me, that they have to watch their nickels and dimes, which I think is a joke. So maybe this is great news for Jays fans.
Well, it could be. Like I said, they make insane profits with their core business, and they feel that they don't make enough from the Blue Jays, so just go and sell it. But all Jays fans care about right now is how are they going to cough up the $150 million it's going to take to re-sign Josh Donaldson. So let's get an owner in here who's perhaps willing to do that.
And you know, and this other thing too is like whether they want to admit it or not, Toronto's a big market town, but you look at a lot of these free agents out there over the years, it's almost like, well, you don't even expect the Jays to bid for them because they don't fit into their budget. I always used to say, why doesn't it fit into their budget? It should fit into their budget. But yet again, not to dwell on this, but they've had everybody conned that, you know, they have to watch their budget, which I think is an absolute joke, given the money that this team brings in and the size of their market.
You know, we should caution that just because they're considering selling the Blue Jays doesn't mean that Rogers is going to find a buyer. But the mere fact that it's under consideration is certainly a big development for this team that's under a major transition at this point. For Steve Buffery, I'm Rob Longley for Post Media.